So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. This is Cox. That's Cook. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
That's good.
He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
We go, set.
First and 10, Darnold. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Last play sent him back across midfield here, 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Lasers this one, deep down the middle. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete.
That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Third and long for him here. That is once again incomplete. And one drive in, and he's already in line for that ice bath. Took a couple of early hits. It looks like it's affecting his ability to deliver that football.
Yeah, and I'll let you know a little secret here, Kate. Those defenses, once they get to the quarterback, they usually don't stop.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Hold on a sec.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Has it downfield working the left. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here or at least avoid another quick punt.
This is Sutton working the right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Captain.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Sends this to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. Left side now, caught by Sutton. Continuing to dig, he's inside the 25. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Almost set. Ready. Bombers. Olay.
From the red zone on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Within 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Intercepted in the end zone. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
The Seahawks take over first.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the side. The failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now.
Let's do, baby. Let's do this. Focus, boys. Focus.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Pistol snap. Darnold. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
We're going to set.
From the pistol, give here to Walker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. His heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They start out 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Connection made to Shaheed. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Walker on 1st down. The stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. And he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got him some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Go set.
Now Darnold. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Running left, here's Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Darnold looking to throw. This is a heater going deep. He's got it inside the 10. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Cooper Kupp the touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
On the stop. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 40.
And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Nix from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by Sutton. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Nix now on 1st and 10. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That is Nick Emanwari.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
They'll stick with the ground game here. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points. And their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score and they've got to continue to score, That is just fine, because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well.
One last play before the break. Looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. It's a small gain up to the 38. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nick Emanwari.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Hits him on the quick hitter. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him through at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. It won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Motion.
Dobbins can't push it across. They make the stand. Looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole...
And they're going to score a touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. So the offense out there, the Broncos making the call to go for 2 here.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
11.
Oh, brother, it's another interception.
That is the score. Broncos 8, Seahawks 7.
Ooh, baby, they were 1 kick away from a tie game, but instead, Brock, they played for 2 in the lead, and this time it does not work out.
I can read you like a book now, partner. You didn't like that decision, did you?
No, sir, I did not. What are they doing?
Well, they're just being too over-aggressive. That's what they're doing. Or they had a 2-point play that they loved and trusted, but now, instead of being tied, they find themselves still trailing in this game.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion is still pretty good for the defense.
2nd and 10, Darnold. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Darnold. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 from the 32. And again, it's Darnold. It's his running back. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him.
And this time, they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Go, son.
They send a man in motion.
Reset.
3rd and long. Here's Darnold. Varner's got it. Complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Working inside the red zone. Here's a screen out for Walker. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 4th-quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
So Darnold in the offense getting set. 2-point attempt upcoming.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Harvey now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. No one's around him. He's got space. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 4th-quarter lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long, extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Now the offense and Knicks coming to the line and looking to tack on 2 more.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back now, pressure coming. And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now Darnold on to play action. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal. Here's Walker. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
We got set. Get ready. Set.
Darnold. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Going after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead.
Seahawks 20, Broncos 16. Jason Myers to kick
Here's
off
Myers
for
now to handle the kickoff. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Nick Sutton with back-to-back catches. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
At the Seahawks 23-yard line.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
To the line. Here's third and 3. Looking to throw. This gets the first and more. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Broncos first down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Broncos needing 4 points. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Second and 10 once again from the 12-yard line. Here he is to throw. He brings it in. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
I'm sure, Coach, your play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Dobbins. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal. At the 2-yard
Setting
line.
up to pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have taken the lead late. Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game.
Lining up for the point after.
And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
Seahawks 20. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Setting up the running back screen. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Here we go.
Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
At the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. It's caught. Garner. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 11.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3.
First down.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
47-yard line.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Pistol snap. Darnold. This is Cup. That's Cup. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Here we go, set.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Here we go, set. Red 80.
From the gun, Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Red 80. Here we go, set. Red 80.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing now. Connection made to Shaheed. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the 1st down, too.
It's a gain of 20.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the red zone now. Makes the catch. And he's in! And that's a touchdown! And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game! Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. They cashed in when it really mattered.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Harvey now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. He finds Ingram, working downfield here. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Denver.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Nix with it on 1st. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Here he goes, one final shot. This is for the ball game. And this will not be caught. So their last chance team to the end zone ends up on the ground. This game's over. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me, 'cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Tell 'em my doubts, I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key, and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, 'cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. I see through your act, and I still enjoy the show. Yeah.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Up next, it's our main event between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks.
Set to kick off.
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And away we go from Lumen Field. Set to return it. Here's Cody White. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Their own 28-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers has us set to get started. And off we go from the Windy City. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Kobe Bryant there to bring him down.
At the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. One is complete. Down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Kevin Duvernay. Touchdown Bears. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That is caught. What a throw. Roll with Doomsday. Touchdown, Chicago.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes White. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Complete to the forward Buckeye, Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Montez Sweat that time fights his way in to record the sack. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Throwing, Darnold. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. And that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
Not fun here. Third and a lot. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before third down. Pistol snap back to Darnold. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Darnold to throw. Open left side is Barner. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
12 more yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
It's Walker. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
It is second and 9. Shaheed in motion. Darnold now to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
He's got it at the 3.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They'll try it now with Walker. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and goal, Seattle.
Walker trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
They'll run with Walker. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead. But instead, they go backwards.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's third down and goal.
Here we go, set. Hey, set.
To throw is Darnold. That one taken in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
Vegas! What is up? Yes!
That is caught out wide on the RPO. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 5.
The 40-yard line.
We are through 1. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Yes! Level, what is up? Touchdown!
To throw, it's Williams. That's caught! And he will score! Roll Odunze, touchdown Bears. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bears will take a 21-7 lead.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Shaheed now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Shaheed in motion. Darnold to throw on first down. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Now, Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. They'll try and run it with Walker. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down as the tackle is made at about the 38-yard line. Cup in motion. To throw on first down is Darnold. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he will go all the way. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Vegas! Ready to hold on! Yes! Level!
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack.
Second down.
We're good. Vegas! Yes! Level!
Throwing on second down. Williams. That's to the big tight end, Colston Loveland. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
That's good.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Vegas! Yes! Level!
Here's Williams now to throw. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 3. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Vegas!
Throw it again. It's Williams. Forced out wide. He's going to run it. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down.
It's
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that time, the pressure's too much. He'll go down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Vegas! Yes!
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Third and long. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. The RPO, that one is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. It's Kobe Bryant that time. Up from his safety spot. Gets there to make the play.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Jordan.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. He'll be caught. It's DeAndre Swift.
So often sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive throws. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Patty.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Seahawks 14.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Shaheed in motion. Darnold now on 1st and 10. And the man open, that's Smith and Jigba. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Seahawks. First down. 24-yard gain on the play. And the Seahawks.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Dio Odengbo in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. On the move, past the 40. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and a yard. In motion is Barner. Darnold to throw. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On 3rd and a yard, here's Darnold. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So anytime the quarterback leaves the pocket, immediately all the receivers might have to go scramble drill. Continue to work open, separate, give your quarterback somewhere to go with the ball, but give credit to the defense. They plaster on all the eligible receivers, and he has to just throw this one away.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. In motion is Barner. Darnold to the air once more. That is Cooper. Touchdown, Seahawks.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
Jason Myers to kick off.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. Duvernay on the return. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On play action, here's Darnold. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Shaheed in motion. On second down, it's Darnold taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
That will tie the game, 28-all. Jason Myers.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Vegas! What is up?
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. This one intercepted. And he's going to give it a short field to his offense here as they try to break the toss.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here comes Williams. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. Darnold now to throw. He'll It's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
The tackle by Jalen Johnson. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's in. A.J. Barter. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving us the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
Bears 28.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown. And you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no. Offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
A little bit easier following the penalty. And the kick is good.
35-35. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Shaheed now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll go play action with Darnold. And he's caught downfield by Kupp. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Seattle.
They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And he will score. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seahawks. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Now the point after try from Myers. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will go up by 7.
Seahawks 42, Bears 35.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 47 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready, set up.
To throw, it's Williams. Right back to Moore, another grab. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal.
Vegas, yes, punch first, punch, yes.
Throwing again, Williams. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. This drive starts on the ground with Walker, and he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6.
Go set. Lady.
To throw is Darnold. Open, left side is Barner. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On 3rd down, they go with Walker. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Darnold to throw on 1st down. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And he will finally be taken down. How about that? A really big play as the final one here in the 3rd. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Ready?
Here's Darnold. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Pistol snap back to Darnold. This is caught for 2. And he will score again. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 7. Years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company.
The score is Seahawks 49, Bears 35. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
What is it? Hold on.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Duvernay with the grab. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. His throw left side is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Combo. Vegas.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Vegas.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Exiting the pocket right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Vegas.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
Brings up second.
And you can see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his third interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
Vegas, Vegas! Yes!
Williams to throw on second down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. They'll try to run with Swift. No place to run there. Good job by the D to stop him at the 2.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
What is it?
Field goal would only do so much. They need a touchdown to close the gap. It is 4th down and goal.
Punch Spurs!
That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Seahawks. What a stunning turn of events. Greg, looks like they're going in for the score. Instead, they bring it back the other way for the pick 6.
Yeah, I mean, how fast the tables can turn in the NFL, Mike. I mean, 1 minute, as you said, you're rolling the dice, thinking you got a chance to go and get 6. Next thing you know, you're watching the other team take it all the way the other way for a touchdown.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 37 yards. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
That's
11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Bears first down.
At the 12-yard line.
Yes. Tempo. Ready, shoot. Vegas.
Williams. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
The Seahawks. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
We go set. Red 80. Go 80. Reset.
Darnold. He'll complete it to Barner. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's good for 27 and a first down.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway. And now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession. And it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that first down. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Sam Darnold sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's third down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That one hits at the 3, but goes in the wrong direction for the punter. It turns out to be a touchdown.
What is it? Yes.
On first and 10, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A gain of 66 yards.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Now Williams. That is caught side of the end zone. Post and Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bears are able to edge a bit closer.
Seahawks 56, Bears 42. Cairo Santos to kick off.
So here's
for
Santos
Chicago.
after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. On First down, they'll start with Charbonnet. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Cup in motion. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. And not much there. He's back to... The original line. No gain on that one. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before third down. Shaheed in motion. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
46-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Go 80.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
We go set.
Shaheed in motion. Throwing on third down is Darnold. It's complete. He's got covered. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. That's seemingly pretty silly with 1 second left in the game. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball and
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Might get my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah.
The sun has gone down, and so is the thermometer, as EA Sports welcomes you to venerable Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me,
coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Attack!
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He's across midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 65 yards. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, good looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go and calm your team down. Run the offense. Get things going and see how things settle in.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Take it down to the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and
180, 180.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a 1st, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Hurts. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Michael Dana in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Yellow. Easy.
Now here's Mahomes. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Yellow. Come back. Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3.
Yellow. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Yellow. Hey, rip list. 15.
Now Mahomes. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Attack! Yellow. 15. Color.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And again, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Yellow. 15. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Eagles 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Worthy with power here. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Eagles 1st down. A gain of 9 yards.
Barkley inside handoff. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They go play action with Hurts. That is incomplete.
Going to the dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Mahomes will do it himself. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Hey, 57, 57. 50, yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Pacheco gives it, tries the left side. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
57 colors. Right. Yellow. Attack.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
15. Attack.
They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
Pacheco is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll try and run with Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. is stopped up at the 25. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
In motion left goes Smith. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one is incomplete. So halftime, we now proceed to the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down carry for Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10.
On the coverage.
I got him. On me. 43. Hey, 57.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yellow. Hey, rip. Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let it go again. He's got it at the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
On the play of 73 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. This is caught. A really nice gain on the completion, however, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
14 yards. It's now 3rd and
now it's Mahomes again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Let's go.
Here's McCarthy. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now McCarthy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
For Jordan Addison.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And a double coverage intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw, here's Nix. Got a man, that's little Jordan Humphrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
No hesitation there. Not only do they throw it on their first play, Charles, they throw it into double coverage and complete it.
They might as well have gone to a podium and just announced, we are not going to be challenged or bullied in this game. We're taking a fight to you, just like they did right there on the first rep.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Nix to the air. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And a Broncos first down.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they continue with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Captain. Bombers. Olay. Joe.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. To throw is Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, 35 yards. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Hey, smash. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
On the set.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Dragon 60. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. Now he's free at the 35. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Bombers.
Here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns, I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Let's go. Go.
Throwing is McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
It's a game
over 30
33
yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
First down and goal to go.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolf. Cup 19. Cup 19. Warriors 70. Go get him.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing again, McCarthy. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. A very costly sack there on third and goal pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on fourth.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 Lion. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Third and goal, McCarthy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. throwing to start the drive. Nix over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. There he goes again. He's on his way. Cortland Sutton. And all the way home for the Broncos score.
Touchdown, Denver.
Cortland Sutton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Broncos.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
17 yards.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
70 Rangers, 18, right here.
Back to throw now on first down. To Jefferson on the slant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Yards. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And the Vikings.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Cap 70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick. 60, 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
The final shot before break. McCarthy. There's Ellison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Vikings 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know if a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
On the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 11. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3rd and 2.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third
to throw.
Down.
Here's Nix. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Captain.
Nix to the air. Going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Nix from the shotgun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And we will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Captain.
To throw is Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
16 more yards. That's another Broncos first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Broncos.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. And they'll run it here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
For the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
Trap 60. My man.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Cup 19. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat.
McCarthy going to throw again. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Vikings 21.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Escapes the defender. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because you know the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Now it's Nix. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yards to go.
Back to throw. Nix. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Price now to return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Riley Moss. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The 45-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A give, Dobbins trying to right side. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
The 17-yard line.
Bombers.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Open man right side is Ingram. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the Broncos first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 10, just under 2 minutes to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by Addison. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was what they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go. Use you. Viking 18. Come to me. 60 Bobcat. Go.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's going to go up top again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The kick by Lutz is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now it's the Vikings' turn. Trailing in this one now. A little over 20 seconds to go. It's a tall order, but they do begin with decent field position on first down.
Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Mustang 19. 18 back. 18 back. 18 pioneer. Hey, smash. 79 Broncos. Take over.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over first and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
Oh, I said. Hey, Joe. Bombers. Captain. Olay.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos.
Touchdown Denver.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Will Lutz lining up.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41. Vikings.
Well, they got
21.
the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Will Lutz to kick off for
After the
Broncos.
touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective.